Hi everyone, welcome to Infinite Women. I'm Allison Tyra, and today we're talking about the Scully Effect. Named for Gillian Anderson's character on the hit 90s show The X-Files, the Scully Effect refers to the impact that fictional role models in popular media have on encouraging girls and women to pursue paths that society might otherwise tell them not to. Specifically, a 2018 survey by the Geena Davis Institute on gender in media found that women who watched the show were more likely to have considered and pursued careers in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and/or math. Half of them said the character increased their interest in STEM, and fans were more likely to believe young women should be encouraged to study STEM, compared to non-fans. Although that survey specifically focused on the STEM side, Anderson has also mentioned that she's heard from women who pursued law enforcement as a result of Dana Scully's influence. Quote, "We got a lot of letters all the time, and I was told quite frequently by girls who were going into the medical world or the science world or the FBI world or other worlds that I reigned, that they were pursuing those pursuits because of the character of Scully." But the Scully effect actually dates back much further than the X-Files. Decades, in fact. Lieutenant Uhura, played by Nichelle Nichols on the original Star Trek series, was a major influence on a young Mae Jemison, who later became a physician, engineer, and astronaut, and was the first African-American woman in space. While it's great to see amazing women of any kind in popular media, representation should be as diverse as possible, and Star Trek in particular has often been a good example of this. Nichols was on the brink of quitting the show when Martin Luther King Jr. convinced her to stay because he knew how important her presence was to African Americans. She and William Shatner later shared the first interracial kiss on primetime television. Jadzia Dax on Deep Space Nine was part of the Trill species and is arguably the first major transgender character on American television. She also had a female romantic interest, though only for one episode. Star Trek Discovery introduced Adira, the franchise's first non-binary character, in 2020. The shows have also depicted women in leadership roles, from captains like Voyager's Catherine Janeway and Discovery's Philippa Georgiou and Michael Burnham, villains like the Borg Queen, and even a cameo from real-life political activist Stacey Abrams as the President of United Earth. And, of course, I can't talk about Star Trek without mentioning that the show never would have gotten off the ground without the support of Lucille Ball, who not only took a chance on the original show, but refinanced the shooting of a second pilot after the first was rejected. And I think we're all glad she did. Join us next time on Infinite Women, and remember, well-behaved women rarely make history.